50 years ago, the 1973 oil shock broke the U.S. economy and rewrote global finance. The same shock just started. History tells us exactly what comes next. October 1973. Arab oil producers cut supply to the U.S. for backing Israel in the Yom Kippur War. Petrol stations ran dry. Nixon asked Americans to turn their thermostats down. Oil prices quadrupled. The U.S. economy collapsed. February 2026. The U.S. and Israel strike Iran. Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz, 20% of global oil. Prices surge from $70 to $110 in 3 weeks. Same conflict, same weapon, same wallet. But the crisis wasn't the consequential part. What came after was, out of the chaos, a deal. Saudi Arabia prices oil in dollars. Washington guarantees the kingdom's security. Every country needing oil now needs dollars first. Cheap borrowing, a funded military, sanctions that cripple. The dollar became the toll booth on global trade. Lower mortgage rates, cheaper imports, a standard of living underwritten by the world's demand for U.S. currency. Now Iran is offering to reopen the strait, for a price. Payment in Chinese yuan, not dollars. In 1973, that wasn't possible. China has spent a decade making it possible. The cross-border interbank payment system routes transactions without touching U.S. financial networks. Yuan oil futures since 2018. A digital yuan across the central banks of Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Thailand. Kenya's $3.5 billion in dollar debt converted to yuan last year. The infrastructure exists. Iran just handed China the crisis to deploy it. If it works, the dollar's grip loosens. Borrowing costs rise. Mortgage rates, government spending. The price of the entire system Americans live inside. In 1973, the shock lasted 5 months. The architecture it produced lasted 5 decades. This crisis is weeks old. 3 scenarios. The yuan condition fails. Beijing urges caution. A Xi-Trump summit is on the table. The strait reopens. The dollar holds. It partially works. Tankers settling yuan under wartime conditions. A precedent is set. That compounds. Saudi Arabia moves. Riyadh built the petrodollar in 1974. It's already on China's digital currency platform. If the country that created the system decides it no longer needs it, the consequences dwarf 1973. In October 1973, Americans thought they had a fuel shortage. What they actually had was the first day of a new financial order.